What's up guys, my name's Brandon and Apple just released the second major watchOS 10 update, watchOS 10.2. So in this video, we're going to cover all of the new features and changes, and we'll also discuss the battery life and if you should update or not. So starting off with the size of this update, this one came in at 218 megabytes on my Apple Watch Ultra 2nd generation. That size of course will vary depending on the device that you're running and the version you are coming from. And the build number for watchOS 10.2 is 21S364. All right, so now what's new here in watchOS 10.2? And the first thing is a change to the watch face. So one of the biggest disappointments with watchOS 10 was the fact that we could no longer do this to switch between watch faces. You'd have to tap and hold and then go over and tap again to switch your watch face. And that was the quickest way to do it. Well, now with watchOS 10.2, guess what's back? We can now do this again to switch between watch faces very quickly and easily. And you do this by going into your settings on your watch and then go down until you get to clock, and then right here the very first toggle that we see is swipe to switch watch face, and if you turn that on you will get the ability to switch between watch faces very quickly and easily again, just like we could on watchOS 9. This update also brings a change to Siri when it comes to accessing and logging your health data. So if you go into your settings and then go down to health and then go down to apps and services, and then you will find Siri in here now, and underneath this you will see access health data. You need to turn that on, and now you're able to access your health data and log different things just from using Siri and your voice. So for example, I can access Siri now and say, how many steps have I taken today? And it will show my step count. Now, for example, here's watchOS 10.1. How many steps have I taken today? You can see it just takes you to your rings and it doesn't really tell you anything. It just shows you. How many calories have I burned today? Log my weight as 167 pounds. And now it will log my weight for the day if I was tracking that in the health application. And again, if we tried that on watchOS 10.1, log my weight as 167 pounds. Siri just says, I can't help you with that. So you can see here, it's very helpful if you're trying to log or access any of your health data. But keep in mind, this feature is only available for Apple Watch Series 9 and Apple Watch Ultra 2. This update also brings the now playing screen to your watch face when you're in proximity of a HomePod Mini or a HomePod 2nd generation. So I just started playing this podcast on my HomePod Mini here, and it automatically started showing the now playing screen as I started this podcast. There's also been a change to workouts in watchOS 10.2. So if you go into your settings and then to workout and then scroll down, there's going to be a brand new toggle for end workout confirmation. And before on watchOS 10.1, you can see we had the same end workout reminder, but we did not have end without confirmation. And what this does is that previously in watchOS 10, if you went into a workout and you went to end the workout, so if you go to end right here, you get this pop-up that says, are you sure you want to end the workout? What this new setting does in watchOS 10.2 is it basically bypasses that. So if we go into our workouts and we begin, let's just say an outdoor cycle, for example, and we let this begin, and then we go over and end this, it's not going to ask us for that confirmation. So I have it turned on right now, so we're gonna go ahead and turn that off. So now if we turn off end without confirmation, and then we go back to that workout here, and we go back again, and then end it, you can see it ends right away without that pop-up asking us if we're sure we want to end it. Also in the Apple Fitness application, if you go into a workout, you'll see that down in the bottom right, we have these three dots here. And if you tap on that, we now get the option for audio focus, where you can focus the audio on either the trainer or the music, whichever one you want to hear better. So if you don't want to hear the trainer as much, you can select music, or if you only want to hear the trainer and not as much of the music, you can just select trainer. This update, along with iOS 17.2, brings contact key verification, and this allows you to confirm that the person you're speaking with is actually the person that you think they are. And this is not going to apply to most normal people like you and I, but this will be useful for those in government or those who speak about confidential information through text message. And you can access this from your phone settings if you go to your iCloud section and then go all the way down to the bottom, and you will see we have contact key verification. If you go right here and then you turn that on, you will get the splash screen and the ability to set up contact key verification. But keep in mind, you will have to update all of your devices. As you can see, it's telling me to update all of these devices in order to turn on contact key verification. This update also improves on the name drop feature. So now if you bring another phone or an Apple Watch up to it, you will notice the animation happens more frequently, and also it's just more reliable now on watchOS 10.2. And then Apple does also mention that watchOS 10.2 resolves an issue that can cause watch faces that were added on the Watch application to not appear on the Apple Watch. So if I were to create a new watch face from the app, sometimes it would not appear on the actual Apple Watch. So if you had that issue, that is now resolved. Now we also have 8 different security patches with this update, including 2 WebKit bugs that were being actively exploited on the Apple Watch Series 4 and later. So pretty much all Apple Watches on watchOS 10 were susceptible to these WebKit bugs, but they have been patched here with 10.2, which is always a good sign and a reason to update. Now, when it comes to battery life, I've actually noticed a difference here on watchOS 10.2. So watchOS 10.1 did not have the best battery life for my specific devices, so the Apple Watch Series 9 and the Ultra 2. So I use the Ultra 2 every single day, and I've used it for the past week now, and I've noticed that my battery life has improved from watchOS 10.1, which honestly did not have the best battery life. So I have to say that I've been pretty impressed with the battery life on watchOS 10.2, but of course this will vary depending on your device and also how many workouts you do in a day and all of that. So let me know how your battery life is in watchOS 10.2, but for me, it's solid. Okay, so now let's answer the question, should you update to watchOS 10.2? And I would say that if you have an Apple Watch Series 9 or an Apple Watch Ultra 2, this is a no-brainer update because you do get the ability to access and log health data via Siri. That is a big deal for a lot of people. So for that reason alone, I would say yes, it is worth updating. But if you're on anything older than that, yeah, it's a fine update. I mean, it's nothing major. We do have the big feature where you can swipe between watch faces very easily now. So for a lot of people, that will be a big reason to go ahead and update. But if that does not apply to you, if you don't care as much about that, watchOS 10.2 is a fine update. I mean, I think you should update just because you get all of the latest bug fixes and, features and changes, but you do also get security patches as well. So for those reasons, I think it is a worthwhile update, but it's not going to be as significant of an update, of course, like going from watchOS 9 to watchOS 10. So as long as you know that, then I think it is going to be a great update for you. And then finally, I wanted to answer the question, what should you expect next from Apple? So I do think that we're going to see watchOS 10.3 at some point in late January 2024, potentially even early to mid-February. So we still have quite a ways to go before the next major watchOS 10 update. Now we might see a watchOS 10.2.1 at some point in January, but that's just going to be for bug fixes and security patches. You're not going to get any new features until watchOS 10.3. And now that you have that knowledge, it's probably going to be worth updating to watchOS 10.2 just so you don't have to wait forever for more new features. So anyways, there you have it. That is watchOS 10.2, a pretty solid update for the newer Apple Watches and a pretty minor update, honestly, for the older Apple Watch models. But nonetheless, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you didn't already check out my iOS 17.2 video, that will be linked up in the top right and also down in the description below. That is a solid video, definitely a worthwhile update for your iPhone. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this watchOS video, let me know with a thumbs up on this video and also make sure to subscribe for more watchOS content. But anyways, guys, thanks again for watching and I'll see you soon.